I will be showing you some of the things, but not all of the things, because I think it's just fair to let you find out things for yourself in the game when it releases. There's lots and lots of general bug fixes, quality of life improvements, the follow overhaul, fatalities, sacred hunt. Oh, there's all sorts of stuff, guys. So without further ado, let's get in there and see what it's all about. One of the first things we will notice is under the gameplay in settings, there is a new little tick box for us that is auto face forward on attack. This is a little attempt at fixing the combat issues that we had in chapter 3. Let's give it a go and see if it's any better, shall we? The first thing we're going to take a look at is the new inventory. It's completely different now. As you can see from the top here, you can sort by clicking these little buttons, and other things will be greyed out. At the moment I've got it on weapons. If we turn that to tools, it will grey out the weapons and the healing and the hide and the food, and just show you the tools. If we do that again with consumable, it's going to show us the healing and the food. And over here with materials, it's just going to highlight the hide and grey out everything else. Another little feature that they have implemented is a right click to split. We do that, just right clicking like that. You can see it's splitting the stacks for us just by a little right click. No more going down here and having to find how to do it. It's just very simple right clicking. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, because I'm sure we all use the right click for different reasons than that, but I think it's a nice little addition. We also have a little update with our thralls. Now normally you would have to go into the radial dial to choose their behaviour, but as you can see it's not there anymore. So where it is now, if you click on E and if you look underneath, you have behaviour here. Now you can turn on or off the irritate enemies, which is like a bit of a goad, it's more like a tank. And you have combat tactics, you have following behaviour. So whereas before you would have them on guard me, you use defensive now. And if you have them on guard outside your base or wherever, you can have them on aggressive, defensive, passive. And you can do your following as well. So you have them following, you can have them right up to 40 meters. And chasing, you can turn it all off and on and reorganize it all in there now. Now I like this because you're not going, you know, into your radial dial and clicking here, clicking there. I think it's a lovely addition, and yeah, this is one I really do like. We also have a new command for when you're out and about and fighting enemies with your thrall, and here it is, it's flee. So when your thrall is looking worse for the wear, a bit tattered around the edges and losing health, you can actually order them to flee and they will attempt to leave combat. Obviously if they are stunned, sundered or whatever and they can't move, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for them. But we have this option now, get them to flee. We also have this one which is defend here. So if you use that, it is going to move around and defend. Now if an enemy comes up to him, he will of course attack it. I think these additions are absolutely brilliant. I love it. A little bit more. Another addition is something called a fatality, which is like a finishing move when you're in combat. So we're going to go and try and see if we can get some of those to work. The fatalities or finishing moves will be different depending on what weapon you're using. One of the main features is the hunt. Now at night time we are going to be hunted by followers or representatives of Jhebbal Sag. And they're normally the were-hyenas, I think. Now, don't worry if you're a noob. This will only happen after level 10 or 10, 11, somewhere around there. And it only happens at night, or it should only happen at night, as far as I'm aware. And as you can see, dusk is approaching. I am level 9 at the moment. So let's get leveled up to 10 and see what happens. Okay, I've just tipped level 10. There he is. Second I hit level 10. You see him right there? With the glowing eyes. Like a were-hyena. And I sorted him out. As Dave was sorting the turtles out. The second I hit level 10, and just to show you that. There we go. Level 10. Literally just hit it with the turtles there. And we got ambushed. Now, once you have... Where's his body? There it is. Loot them, guys. Because in here, you're going to find gnarled fangs and hunter satchels. Okay? And they're very, very important. Because the currency for the hunt is fangs. And in the satchels, if we use that... For some weird reason we get a stone skinning knife, some aloe extract, some shredded roast, and a flesh map. And if we use that, it's kind of a weird map that's showing you the location of something very special. So this is just a very, very small bar that I've just built, and what happens in the new update in Chapter 4 is you'll get another character come to your bar, and he is Zil the Wanderer. So let's see what you have to say.
I know a hunter when I see one. Give me a wild place. Give me wind, whispering deadly secrets in the branches. Give me a graved moon, hanging heavy in a hungry sky. Setting my teeth on edge and my toes curling in the clay of blood and soil.
Ooh, interesting. He does have a lot more to say, guys, but I'm going to leave that to you. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you can actually learn something here as well, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But I just thought I'd let you know that there is another character that's going to appear in your bar.
Howls on the wind, blood on the tongue.
Now when you log in, you will see this very strange light in the sky. So we're going to head over there now and see what it's all about. We are near the den on the map, as you can see here. I'll give you a closer look. Just around this area here. So there's the den. And this is where you would drink the potion to get into the Midnight Grove dungeon. So we're just going to head up there. As you can see, this is where the entrance to the Midnight Grove dungeon is, where you would talk to this guy, Child of Jhebbal Sag, and buy a potion to get in there. But what we're interested in is round the back. And here we go. What have we found? Ooh. This is where the light is emanating from this statue of Jhebbal Sag. Jhebbal Sag, or Jhebbal Sag, whatever you want to call him. And there's a couple of extra NPCs. And I believe this is an altar. The altar of Jhebbal Sag. Now there's something we can craft in here, but we'll get back into that a little bit later. Let us see what this young lady has to say. The bloody tongue of Jhebbal Sag.
Predator or prey, you are welcome in the sacred hunt. This scripture of Jhebbal Sag already resides in the meat of your mind. The Lord of all beasts etched it into the minds of your ancestors' ancestors. You may awaken this knowledge by partaking of our sacrament. Eat the flesh of remembrance, and knowledge of our religion will blossom in your skull and ribcage.
Again, she has a ton more to say, and she will give you clues on where to find various things in the game. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but come and find this lady, the Bloody Tongue of Jhebbal Sag, and have a word with her, and she will tell you all sorts of things. And then we have Master of the Hunt.
Lovely weather for a hunt, eh?
Again, he has lots of nice things to say to you, but if you notice here, he's got lots of things to buy, and you can only buy them with the gnarled fangs. And as you can see, some of the items are really, really expensive. 250, 100, there's one there for 1,000. War paints. And there's this one here which you're going to have a look at in a minute. So what I'm going to do, just for the purposes of this video, is spawn in a load of fangs, and we're going to buy it all and see what it's all about. Okay, as you can see from my hotbar there, just put it in there, make it a little bit clearer for you. These are some of the things that we have learnt, and they have the FPO on, which is like the placeholder icon while we are in beta. So let's have a look and see what we've actually got. So this is, it looks like a throne. Let's go put these in the bar. Hello guys, look what I've brought for the bar. And 3 is, looks like some kind of brazier. Can't get that on there. Let's go outside with this one. Go. Come on. Can't get this one down. Ah, there we go. There we go. Ew. Thrall pot? I don't know why we have a thrall pot. I can't get this one to go down. Will it go inside? Oh, I had it there. Okay, so this is the basin of Jhebbal Sag. To me, it's just a thrall pot. Not a lot of difference to the thrall pot we normally have in game. The throne, though, looks absolutely awesome. I do like that. The throne of Jhebbal Sag. Let's have a look at Fady in the chair. Yep, I'm liking that. That looks kind of cool. Come on, get out. And we have this, which is a statue of Jhebbal Sag. That looks more to me kind of more Zathish, like the spider god, than it would be for Jhebbal, but there we go. And the one that I am most excited for is this one. Hello, sir. How are you? Look at this beauty. And yes, he's a follower. He's an absolute follower. So let's get him to follow us. The Hunter of Jhebbal Sag. He comes with a health of 1395. He has a double inventory. And he has everything that a normal thrall would have. He's only level 0 at the moment, so we're going to level him up to 10 to see what changes. Okay, he's now at level 10, so let's have a look and see what's happened. His agility and vitality have gone up because he's got the perks Vanguard, which is not too bad. But his health has gone up to 1813. So we're going to see how this little guy does things. So are you still following? You can stand guard with him and, as I say, all the other things. So he should be following us now. Come on, dude. Let's go. Wow. His movement is awesome. I mean, obviously he's not as strong as a thrall in armour, because our Dave the Bear is on 3710. But that's not too bad. And look at the lovely markings he's got under there. Doesn't he look cool, guys? I love it. Come on then. What should we call him? Saggy. Let's call him Saggy. Little scorpion there. Come on, dude. Get your claws out. God, look at that action. Get him. Not bad. Not bad at all. Go get him. Go get him. Go on, Saggy. No, not me. Go on, Saggy. That's not bad. Not bad damage with those claws. Nice. Nice, Saggy. Come on, boy. Let's go. The next thing we're going to have a quick look at is one of the new... just an armor piece, I think, so I'll just leave those on. It is the Bestial Regalia. This is the normal one. It's light armor with an armor value of 22. And on the girls, it's quite revealing. It's like a beautiful cloak at the back here. Like, I mean, out of skin, there's teeth, bits of bones. As you can see, yeah, those straps are just about covering the boobles. Interesting. We have a new way to dye our gear, and it makes our dyer's bench a lot more interesting. Now, normally you would dye your clothes in your inventory by clicking on here, and a little pop-up would pop up there saying, you know, dye parts. But we don't do that anymore, guys. In your dyer's bench now, you can keep all your dyes, and then you pop in your item to dye in this slot here. Yes, you can add a thrall as well, and then you click on the button next to it that says dye, and this will now pop up. Oh, look at that in red. Browns, blues, and you can just dye your clothes exactly the same way as you would have done in your inventory, but now you're doing it through the dyer's bench, which to me makes way more sense. Absolute way more sense. I need to take it out of there. So you keep all your dyes in your dyer's bench, guys, and then you can dye your equipment from there. And yes, this does dye, and it dyes rather well. It looks cool. You're noisy, sir. It sounds like he's snoring. We also have a new warhammer that you buy as well with the fangs, and it looks like this. It is... I'll get a decent... There we go. It looks just like that. Isn't that cool? It's like a skull of an animal with the tusks sticking out of it. And let's have a quick look at the stats. The normal one is Sunder, armor penetration of 40%, health damage 16. And your epic, health damage 46. And it looks absolutely brilliant. I love it. Okay, we've just leveled Saggy up to maximum level, and you can see here he does get the perks like a follower, the quick, redeemed, and vanguard. This hasn't clicked in, probably because we're on beta, so don't worry too much about it. And also what I've noticed when I try to give him food in the inventory, it's just disappearing. But again, that's probably because we're in beta. The main reason I leveled him up is because I wanted to see what his max health would be, and it is 3906, which I think is absolutely brilliant. That is not bad at all. Now, Fady, why are you naked, I hear you ask? Well, it's because we're about to go and fight some champions of Jhebbal Sag, and you have to be naked. You can have your weapons, but no armour. But you must be wearing the war paint Jhebbal Sag Hunter. So we're going to equip that, and it looks like this, which is rather cool. And that is going to give you bonuses and buffs for when you're fighting these champions. Now there's 4 of them, and remember earlier when I said we'll come back to those maps a little bit later. Those maps combined with some information that the bloody tongue, the lady up there near the light, tells you about, will give you the location of 4 altars. And before you go off on your travels, grab yourselves some champion lures, okay? More info. Like a whisper at the back of his conscience rose a vague memory of the name of an ancient god of darkness and primordial fear, to whom once both men and beasts bowed and whose children men whispered, still lurked in the dark corners of the world beyond the Black River. So you're going to need these for to summon your champions. Now, I am going to kind of show where these altars are, so if you don't want to know, skip ahead and I'll see you in a bit, but if you do want to know, stick with me. Okay, and this is what the altars look like, and what you do is you pop your lure on there. Now this one, I'll give you a quick look around. Yeah, it's just in Buccaneer Bay on the map here, as you can see right there. That is your pirate ship, etc., and the altar is just there. Okay, and that's what they look like. Now, I'm not a very good fighter, guys, but I'm going to attempt to do this anyway. You're going to need your champion lure on your bar. I have my agility food buff and I have the challenger buff with the war paint. So let's pop him on. Get my daggers ready. Cos, here he comes. Oh my goodness. It's a big ass panther. And it's 2 skulls. And he's beautiful. Oh, ouchies. Yep. Oh. Now, you can bring your thralls with you, but it's not much point really, because you have to do these fights naked. But as you can see, yep, he's a beautiful beastie. Once you have killed the beastie, give him a loot and you will see that you get the brand of the panther and some more beautiful fangs. So I'm going to go around now and go to the next one. Okay, the next one we're going to look at, I'm sure you can recognise this place, and it's very, very cold, but I haven't taken any warming food or anything like that, and we're still naked with our war paint on. And we're good to go. It says we're very cold, we're not losing much health at all. And your altar is right here. And if you don't know where we are on the map, I shall show you. We're right up here, just next to the volcano. So we're going to put our lure down. And here he comes. Okay, and again with the mammoth, you are going to get now the brand of the mammoth and yet more fangs. So from the panther we got 15, and from the mammoth we got 20. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, and the third altar is right here. Can you recognise the place? Yeah, it's right at the Black Galleon, just about here. Just underneath it. Put our lure down. Where is he going to spawn? Right there. Right behind us. And once your rhino is dead, you are going to get the brand of the rhino, and he has given us 17 fangs, and there is just one more to get, and this one is the most difficult to get to, because I'm sure you can recognize exactly where we are. Yep, it's right here, guys. If you're not too sure, is Al Mariah. And the door to get in to where you need to be is right here.
I said, did you see that?
Now they will follow you in, guys, as you can see here. And here we are, right down the bottom inside. I've got my torch out. It's a little bit dark in here. But it's like an undercave with your altar right there. It's beautiful in here. So it looks like without the torch on. Very, very dark and scenic. So let's go and have a look and see what spawns from this one. Oh, there's eyes in the dark. What can it be? It, of course, it's a werewolf. And when we have done this one, you're going to get some ancient blood and a gnarled fang, or 2 or 3. We've got 23 from that one, and that is what is down here, guys. And then when you've got all of that, you need to return back to the altar. Once you're back here, make sure you have gone through all the dialogue with the bloody tongue of Jhebbal Sag, and if you have done it correctly, when you click on the altar, you will see something here called the recipe for the Grand Champion Lure. And as you can see, when you click on it, you are going to need the Champion Lure, which I've run out of. I'll get one back in a minute. The brand of the mammoth, brand of the panther, brand of the rhino. And so we put that in there. We put all our brands in there. And now we can create. And it takes a little while. And there we have it, the Grand Champion Lure, which you're going to put onto our bar there. And the next thing, when you get, make sure you're ready, guys. Let me just drink a little bit. And have some more food, which is on in my thing there. Oh, that's splitting. Use F. I split it. Okay. You need to
welcome, hunter.
Buy yourself
Happy hunting.
A potion of the hunt. Now these have a minute on them only, very much like the potions you drink to get into the Midnight Grove. They'll be quick. Make sure you're ready. And yeah, we're going to drink it. And we will be going into a section of the Midnight Grove, as you can see here. Absolutely beautiful. And here, we're going to put our Grand Lure. And here he is, the big beast himself, the champion, or the Grand Champion of Jhebbal Sag. Isn't he lovely? Wow. Very atmospheric and absolutely amazing. Now this guy doesn't drop much, but he does give you quite a lot of the gnarl fangs. And then again you can enter and exit, sorry, you can exit by going down here and into the pool. And this time it doesn't take you to Sepa Maru, but it will deposit you directly back outside the altar here. Isn't that cool? One last thing to do. And we are back with Zil the Wanderer.
I know a hunter when I see one.
And this time you can learn the lure Corruption. And that is where we're going to leave it. The rest, guys,
Howls on the wind, blood on the tongue.
is up to you to find out, because I don't like spoiling too much of it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video of what is coming in chapter 4. I don't know about you, but does that moon look bigger? You're going to have to do quite a lot of grinding at night times. Don't put your night times on short anymore. Keep them on the regular length or longer, so that you can keep getting ambushed by the animals. And I say they do scale with you, or it's supposed to scale with you, so we will see about that, see if it actually works. Again, guys, I've not shown you absolutely everything. I've not been through everything. There are other creators out there who will be doing that with their videos. Mine is just like a little look for you and to give you some idea of what is coming. So I hope you're going to all come and play on the server with me. And until next time, cheers guys, take care.